30-yard line. Smith and the Redskins will come up now 1st and 10. The first carry for the rookie, it's Darius Geis. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Let's go. Let's go.
On 2nd down, here's Smith. He sets to fire deep. He's got a man complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. And that one results in 35 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. On 1st down, this is Geis. And some room to maneuver. And he'll take it down to the 30-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on 1st down.
A first carry for Samaje Perine. And he'll fall forward to the 29-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup, so from a good situation on 2nd and 2, it's now 3rd and 1. From the gun, here's Smith. Flush to his right. And he's got room. When in doubt, do it yourself as he keeps it for 3 and a 1st down.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a 1st down.
Down to the 25. Damon Harrison, the one on the stop.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the 2nd half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the 1st half. Maybe not so much in the 2nd half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
15. Orange.
They'll try the air now with Smith. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Paul Richardson, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Redskins take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Manning and the Giants come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Now the rookie first-rounder from Penn State, Saquon Barkley. Space to maneuver at the 40 as they finally wrangle him in at the 48. 23 yards on the pickup there and a 1st.
And you remember pre-draft, there's a lot of speculation that the Giants should look for their future quarterback at number 2 with a great possibility. Remember, Sam Darnold from USC was still on the board, but they passed on him to take this runner, Saquon Barkley. And this is exactly why. They think he can extend the life of Eli Manning's career and give them 1,000-yard seasons year after year.
They haven't had a 1,000-yard season since 2012. Ahmad Bradshaw did it then. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height, sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there if he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does for a quarterback who has to slide and find open space to throw.
7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
On second down, here's Barkley. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Bringing him down there, Jonathan Allen.
Man, it's a tough area in the field to try and run a draw play out of the gun. You know you're going to face a good push up front, and here they swallow him up for no gain.
Manning going to try and throw on third down. Now he's flushed out left. He may try and run for this. Eli, not something you see a lot, sporting the wheels and picking up the first.
When they watch film of this game and hand out the grade sheets, he's going to really like getting a double plus on this play. Why? He scrambles and picks up a first down. But what else does he do? Protects himself by sliding and avoiding the big hit. Double plus, big-time play.
On first down, Manning. Caught left side, it's Beckham. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
This is caught. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. His first catch, good for 9 and a first down. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it. They love it, because now everyone gets locked in. The confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
To throw, it's Manning. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Sammy Watkins, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Giants are an extra point away from tying up this football game. PAT up and good by Rosas. And we are tied at 7. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This will be fielded at the 6. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. To throw on 2nd down is Smith. And incomplete there. A a nice hit, jars the ball free, and brings up third down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
Back to throw, Smith. Jordan Reed has it. And some space. Jordan Reed past the 20. Touchdown, Washington. Jordan Reed, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Redskins are able to strike for 6. When they drew that up, I don't think they envisioned it ending in a house call, but he got it and took it all the way home.
Really impressive run after the catch, wasn't it? That was really special by him. But let's face it, in today's NFL, those tight ends are often former wide receivers or maybe even sometimes bigger running backs. They just put them in a position to get a great matchup and make plays like that.
And New York set to take the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Manning and the Giants come up now 1st and 10 at their own 23. They'll start out on the ground, and Saquon Barkley. And he stopped immediately there. Ryan Kerrigan in on the tackle.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
And he's hit and taken down. Eli sacked. Jonathan Allen, he's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. Third and long for the Giants, and Eli following the sack. From the gun, it's Manning. He'll rifle this one deep, and he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by DJ Swearinger, and he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
They'll hand it down to Geis. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Geis with a carry on 2nd down. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for a 1st. Out of the gun, Smith. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Mario Edwards in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. And Hopkins' kick is good. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So a good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
The Giants offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Zebra.
Manning to throw on 2nd down. And a hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Manning. He finds Beckham complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there, a 22. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. Manning will try again on 2nd down. Over the middle, he's got Watkins. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. He had their lone TD earlier. Now he's got a 1st down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Manning now 7 of 10 here in this first half, and he's got a 1st and 10. Now Manning again. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. Here's a give to Barkley. And a short gain down to about the 33. He only got a couple on that one, so not a ton of help. They'll have a 3rd and 8 forthcoming. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
The Giants on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Manning now to throw. He finds his target, Beckham. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. 1:57 to go in this first half. Back to FedEx Field following this short break. A 1st down carry for Barkley. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Clock rolling as the Giants will hurry to the line. Now Manning throwing on 2nd down. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
This offense has converted 2 3rd downs on this drive already. This is 3rd and 4. Now Manning. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. And no signs of the field goal unit. They're going for it on 4th down. They'll run with Barkley. And this winds up a disaster. Nowhere near the marker. The Giants go on 4th, but come up empty. And the Redskins defense going to take over on the turnover on downs. Smith and the Redskins will come up now 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Throwing is Smith. He's got his man. This is Jackson. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Smith finding Doxson that time for a Washington first.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Here's Smith now on 2nd down. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. And now the Giants will stop play as they take a timeout defensively. As the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. A shotgun snap for Smith. They lost a big chunk, 6 yards there, and it leads to 4th down. Now the Giants will use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. A good return there, call it 13 yards. And control of the football, switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. And the Giants ready to come out now. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again. Manning. Looking again for Watkins, and this time that's complete. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So even though it's 1st down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. From the left hash, it's an even 50-yard attempt. And Rosas puts this one through. And they're back within a touchdown. It's 17-10. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the Redskin offense now as they get set to begin another possession. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
They'll run it now out of the gun. So we've reached halftime here in D.C. in our nation's capital with a home team, the Redskins, on top. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here's the Giant offense now making their way back out onto the field. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. A big play there on the catch and run. 72 yards. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a first and goal situation. Trying to punch it in. Stewart able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1.
To me, that's a terrific run on first and goal at the 3. They got 2 yards. I'd line right back up and give it to him again. Second and goal from the 1. And Barkley will try to punch it in. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Saquon Barkley, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Giants are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Rosas now to add the PAT. A little surprising they wouldn't go for 2, but this is up and good. And that will level the playing field at 17 all. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This one fielded at the 5. So now we look at the Redskins offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings. And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You've got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
On the handoff, it's Geis. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half. Now after the run by Geis, here's 1st and 10. Smith on 1st down. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Richardson. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. 23 yards on the play. So the drive takes them into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 right at the 40. Now a run with Geis. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can. To throw on second down, Smith. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
The Redskins on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is third down and 12.
Liz, hey, lock in.
Now Smith from the gun. He'll throw. He finds his target. It's Crowder. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on third down.
Hey, gun.
Back to the ground game now with Geis. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. Again, they run. Again, it's Geis. And a good run as he manages 7 yards down to the 17.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
A field goal would get him the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on third down. Third and 2, Smith. And he drops this off to Thompson, complete. And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
Hey, on.
This is Geis. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Tackle made that time by Dalvin Tomlinson.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
They stay on the ground. Geis again. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. The safety Landon Collins there to make the tackle.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. The Redskins on third down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 7. From the gun, here's Smith. No chance to get away there for Smith as he goes down. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. He hit his first, this one from 38. And Hopkins' kick is good. And with that, they take the lead here 20-17. Well, they don't get a touchdown here on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter, but I think maybe you still say mission accomplished as they come away with the lead.
No, absolutely. You keep the pressure on, right? You go downfield, get some points up on the board, and hope that you've motivated your defense to take the field and hold that lead.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And here comes the Giants offense back out onto the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
You can just kind of sense the momentum turning here. It's 1st and 10. They'll try and get this run game going. This is Barkley. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
That one goes for 24 yards.
But that's the Kickstarter right there. Eli Manning finding his guy, Odell Beckham Jr.
Yeah, it's a deadly combination, isn't it?
It really is, but what really makes it work is just how unflappable Eli is with his demeanor, able to maintain his calm and his poise. Because we know OBJ, he can run pretty hot and get excited out there.
Sometimes just one-handed grabs for him.
It doesn't matter what it is. Just throw it up there. He'll go get it.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. A handoff to Barkley. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Washington territory. Tackle made there by Mason Foster. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
Throwing now is Manning. He dumps it off to Barkley. Call it a gain of 5. And just like that, it's 3rd down.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. Well, we just saw shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup if someone's trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now,
under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Ogletree in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Smith now operating from the gun. He's got Thompson here, complete. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit. But get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field.
They'll go over the middle to Reed, complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Smith finding his big tight end Reed for a Redskins first. Smith now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Now a 1st down throw. It's Smith. And he finds the tight end, Reed. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Throwing again is Smith. And that is incomplete. First quarter, Charles, you really emphasized the importance of winning the turnover battle as a visiting team, as an underdog. They haven't forced a single turnover in this game.
And right now they're losing, so no turnovers might lead to no victory.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down.
Set. 12, 12. 52 to the right, boy. 50. Yeah, rip.
Again, Smith. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to fourth down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line. The Giants offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they wanted.
To put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in good spot, great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turn the ball over.
Yeah, turned the ball over last time. See if they can avoid doing it here. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. They were looking for a little spark and some breathing room. They got it right there, a gain of 14 and a first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people will call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
15 yards through the air and a first down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch.
He can't avoid the pressure. Redskins get there. Jonathan Allen in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on, third down.
There's definitely contact there, but it's the fourth quarter of a kind of tight game, and sometimes the officials just say, let them play. Kind of like your mom used to with you and your brothers. Just take the broom to you and send you out to the backyard and tell you to settle it yourselves.
I like that, yeah. There was contact. I don't know, like you said, enough to warrant the flag. It was close, though. On third and long, it's Manning. And this is caught. That's Watkins. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain of 26 on the third down conversion. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Throwing on first down is Manning. They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. On first and 10, here's Manning. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38.
Oh, I know it goes against the grain here. It totally goes against it, but you've got to drop the ball in that situation. He makes a catch, but he loses yards and doesn't get out of bounds.
Back to throw. And his throw is going to be incomplete. He was looking for Evan Ingram, the tight end. And it's third down. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. back to throw. And that is incomplete. He has had a great game defensively. He's been east-west, north-south, everywhere.
Yeah, and I love how you described that, because to be a great defender, you have to be able to move up and back, sideline to sideline, and he's been fantastic. Reminds me of a young Charles Davis when he was playing Madden.
Absolutely. Oh, wow. I thought you were going on the field, but okay, I see you. We've seen some big kicks in the NFL the last few years, and that one might just rank right up there.
And you know, you can hear the crowd react, right? But I was focused in on the sideline and watched them absolutely erupt. I don't know how many of them thought that he was actually going to make that kick, but how about how they felt when the ball went over the post?
Smith and the Redskins will come up now, 1st and 10. Smith now to throw. Looking deep downfield. So they took a shot on 1st down, but couldn't connect. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the second quarter, he may very well run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
Well, that sets up a big 3rd down. Now the decision has to be, do you run it here and play for OT, or do you go ahead and press it downfield?
The Redskins on 3rd down, 5 out of 9 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5.
15.
Smith. On the catch, it's Crowder. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. And now the Giants will stop play as they take a timeout defensively. As they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. Here's Tressway now as he's on to punt for Washington. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. New York set to take the field. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play. But if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that.
Zebra.
Manning to throw. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Work with me, partner. Take a deep breath, because that's what they're doing down the field now. That incompletion allowed them to exhale a little bit. Get in the huddle, kind of scan the crowd, see if any celebrities are here. Relax a little bit as they start this big drive.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line.
Zebra.
To throw is Manning. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And on 3rd and inches, we're going to get a whistle and a timeout, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they're at 50%, 4 for 8. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. Now Manning. And this is going to be intercepted. Monte Nicholson picks it. Oh, he will not go down.
Have to retake those ankles.
And what a return as he brings this all the way back down to the 20-yard line. Wow, between last week and this week, that's now 8 interceptions. 5 a week ago, now 3 here.
Well, he is so lucky that one of the defensive coordinators I played for, a man named Ken Donahue, is not there right now. Because he saw that happen during his coaching career, and he grabbed the quarterback in the midst of a streak like this and said, tell you what, son.
And that's a touchdown as they've broken our tie here in the final minute of the 4th.
I don't know how many more of these my heart can take, my man. I just don't know. Another big touchdown. Late in the game, they look like they're in control, but still, there's a chance. Block the extra point, go down and score, kick the extra point themselves. They can pull this one out.
Yeah, but also on the sideline that just took the lead, you got to get your defense ready and the special teams unit for the kickoff coming up.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Got to pull everyone together and make sure they're still focused and aren't already celebrating a win.
This is taken at the 3. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. A fourth quarter score, meanwhile, from Kansas City. And the Ravens now really pouring it on. Another victory perhaps in the cards. They're looking as good as anybody as the playoffs draw near. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Zebra.
They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. He's back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. The Pro Bowler Odell Beckham, the intended receiver. And it'll bring up 3rd down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
He'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for Washington, it's a 4th win on the year as they move to 4-9. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Jacksonville Jaguars.